I need to make a correction. Obviously, this Marinan is not a shapeshifter and cannot play the saxophone and the drums at the same time. We had Olivia Chiton on the drum set, and Melissa was on the saxophone. At this time, it's time for some thank yous, and so I would like to hand over to Mr. Martin.
All right, it's my turn. I have to write everything out because my memory's not good, and I'm sure to miss something if I don't. So this is all from the heart, just on paper. I'd like to thank, I forgot to bring the offering plates down. You gonna get them? All right, I'll be here for a while. Mr. T will run grab them. And percussion, grab a plate and start passing it when they get back. I'm gonna thank them for doing that for me as they start working on that. The purpose of this offering tonight will be to continue building our beginner plastic school instrument inventory. You say to yourself, plastic band instruments? What is that? Chloe, hold your trombone up. Stand up so they can see you. If that were metal, she wouldn't be back there. And it plays. And there's plastic trumpets too. Any of them here tonight? Where's Nick? Show him your plastic trumpet. While he's pulling that out, there's also some plastic flutes. I won't have them pull that out, I guess they're all packed away. But anyway, yeah, there it is. See it? And they work. Isn't that wonderful? Somebody had a great idea, because people like me who teach these young kids, you put this big heavy metal horn in their hands, they're like, yeah, right, Mr. Martin, all I can do is lift it to get it to my mouth. How am I supposed to play this thing? Well, these things work so well. They don't sound like my professional trumpet, but it sounds really good. And they don't use oil. And the flutes, pads, if they get wet, don't matter. They're made out of plastic, they'll dry off. And so they're pretty indestructible. And I'd like to continue building. I bought some this year and have a nice crop of third graders who are working on getting in the band. Some of them already have. And I want to continue doing that, because that's our farm team, to keep this thing going. I'm losing a bunch of 8th graders, as you'll find out. I need to replace them. And I want to also thank Pastor Jonathan Burnett, our MC. Thank you so much for doing a wonderful job tonight. And I invite you to, those of you who are visitors, may not come here on a regular basis, come on Saturday mornings. We have our Sabbath worship service. It starts at 11 o'clock. There's a study period, I believe, at 9:30 that begins. But Pastor Burnett is a wonderful speaker. He's one of the few pastors that I listen to, and I always find a neat little twist to a thought I had always had my whole life about something in the Bible or whatever. And I really appreciate that about him. It makes things come alive. Also, thank you, Mr. Turner. He's our fundraising machine. He helps the school keep going and helps bring the funds in that help it keep going. If those weren't there, this place would dry up, and I would hate to see that happen. We have such a nice place here for these kids. We'd like to keep all the staff and everything we got going, a band, and PE teacher, and all that. I'd also like to thank him for giving our welcome and open prayer. And in advance, I guess did you retire from school board chairman? John Perlick, a wonderful friend I've known ever since I came here 20 years ago. First time I met John, he was directing the choir in church. And we played A Special Kind of Love for Christmas. It was a cantata. And I'll never forget that. And we've been good friends ever since. A great appreciator of music and Christian education and has done a wonderful job all these years. I don't know how many, I won't count them. Thank you so much for all that. And band, you've done a fine job tonight. How about that? Please wave to your parents and say, thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me these instruments and paying for my lessons, have to be able to do all this stuff. Come on, where's your hands? Wave. Thank you. It goes without saying that without your support and investment in your child to participate in our musical program, instrumental especially, none of this would be possible. Learning to play a musical instrument is the best brain exercise you can do. And with this experience, they will gain tools that they will use in whatever they do. There's special things I'm not going to go into tonight that happen in your brain with musical memories that don't happen with regular memories. That's how some Alzheimer's patients can sing you a song from the top to the bottom. They hadn't sang 50 years, but they can't remember what they had for breakfast. Special protection on those memories implanted by our brains. A few weeks ago, I spoke to the students about how playing an instrument would help them in developing their brains to become good thinkers and problem solvers. Because you're using both sides of your brain, it lays some memory mapping to each side. Nothing else does that. And also have better eye-hand coordination. They have to put those fingers on the right keys and push them at the right time and do the right things with their mouths to make those things work. And they learn the best way to take advantage of their muscle memory. What's the magic word for playing faster? Repeat, 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 repeat. Do you know what students, medical schools are looking for as candidates for good surgeons? Those who are good thinkers and problem solvers. Those that have good eye-hand coordination. I think you get the message. Thank you, Marty, for taking our video. He always does this for us, and I really appreciate it. It's nice to be able to go back and look at YouTube and find that program. I always take a copy down to my mom. She can't come anymore. She had a stroke a couple years ago, and she's not been able to travel, so he's the reason I'm able to take the program to her. So thank you so much, Marty. We have a special group of 8th graders in our band. First, I'd like to call forward and introduce to you our Academy's 9-year students who started in kindergarten. Come line up on the front row here, please. Alondra Acosta. Abigail Almeria. Deroy Chaitin. Sandy Levine. Joseph Lagoon. Camille Velasquez. Oh boy, this is when I have to kind of hang on to my emotions. You were probably too young to remember the day I met you. Do you remember it? You came walking in, and I led you over for your first kindergarten PE class and had you sit on the circle that used to be right here in the middle. Starting to bring a little memory back. I said, "Good morning. My name is Mr. Martin. What's your name?" And each one of you told me, one at a time, all around the circle. You were pretty shy that first day, but shyness wore off pretty quick. Soon we were all like family. Then a year later, you graduated and moved into Mrs. Martin's room. Oh, Miss Plum's room. You were the librarian. Miss Plum, do you remember her? And then you came to her room in 3rd and 4th. Yeah. All right, let me get back on track here. They continued on. And me being the luckiest teacher here at North Shore, because I get every single one of them, every single day. And get to teach them all the fun stuff. Playing in the gym, playing music, all that kind of stuff. Then there was a new bunch of kids who quickly joined you the next year, and I'd like to call them up now. Ariana, Allie, Eliana, Tia, Tolatu, when I gave Tia and Tolatu their saxophones, what grade were you in? 5th and 6th, you're about this tall? I thought, how cute. These little girls with alto saxes, you know, twins. Didn't know they were going to grow taller than me. Anyway, seeing you every day for PE and watching you grow up over all those years has been incredibly fun. But when we learned to do music together, the fun moved to a whole new level. I love you all, and here's a gift of thanks for everything. It'll be hard to see you go. I miss you very, very much. One more hand. Thank you, graduates, for your service in our band. It is an understatement to say that you will be missed. The first day of band next year, the ones who are left will look around and say, where did everybody go? On graduation night, I'll be delivering the Steve Martin Excellence in Music 8th Grade Band Award to the one with the highest points total for the 4 quarters of the band class. And any ties will be broken by the total percentage scores from your 2 band tests. The winner will receive a certificate, and their name will be displayed on the plaque by the back door. So if you aren't aware of that, you can see that on the way out tonight. Good luck to you all. Now it's time. Let me get my head together, and I would like to ask Pastor Burnett to continue.